how long this video takes to be uploaded on YouTube. So I was looking at the Bitcoin chart and thinking to make a follow-up update on our stream a couple of days ago. So I'll go fast through the weekly, but then I'll go more depth on the daily and what happened on the 4-hour and what we're expecting next. So on the high time frame, we were looking at this channel since weeks. It's since more than a year, since January last year. Bitcoin is in this very nice 30,000 range, more than 30,000. And we also have this upsloping channel that Bitcoin bounced from the low of it and the CME gap here and had a nice bounce of almost 40% or more. Yeah, almost 40%. So what we have now, if we go to the low time frames, what do we have here? So on the low time frame, Bitcoin bounced from this level we're talking about and rejected from here, 46. Why this was a strong resistance? First, we have the channel where Bitcoin spent almost a month in this channel back in December, backtested this channel. And if we take the Fibonacci from the 52 drop, this entire Fibonacci extension, we find that Bitcoin rejecting from the golden pocket. So we have strong resistance here, low of the channel and the Fibonacci, and it was rejected. If we want to look more in depth on this rejection, we go to the lower time frame to see what happened here. So if we go to the lower time frame, we have this high from before. So Bitcoin took this high and then tried to claim it again, tried to break that channel, but it failed. I took the short from exactly here. I have it here. So my short is from 45,500 almost. My short started here when I saw the rejection with a very low volume. So if I go down and look at the volume, so the price tried to break with a strong volume, and then the volume died. Right after the break, the volume died. What you want to see here, another spike in volume, and then you'll be like, okay, this volume is a breakout volume. And then now I can think of going back in the channel, or even I can trade the breakout, which I did in the lower, and I will show you. So the price rejected from here with a very low volume and rejected back down. So what we're looking at now, if I'm looking for the day on the daily, so the price rejected from this range back here, and if we take the Fibonacci from these lows, for a very bullish case, we want Bitcoin to hold the 382, which is around a little bit less than 40K, 41K area. So for me, that's a good support for a potential trade. Maybe a scalp trade long that might become a swing trade. Because usually in a strong uptrend, you want the 0.382 Fibonacci to hold. If the price go down to the 618, yes, this is a strong support, but you're very close to the higher low. So Bitcoin made a low here and then managed for the first time to do a proper higher low and kind of made a higher high here. So you want to really see a higher low for a very strong uptrend market. But if the higher low comes here, that show weaknesses. What you really want to see is a higher low that put here or like that. This will show strength because the higher low is much higher than the previous higher low. So this is strength. So this is my first level to look at around 41 area. If I go to the 4 hours and see we have this low here, so it will be good the price to go down, take this low and then bounce back. If we saw strength and a strong bounce, that will be a good scalp trade. I'll take it to here, take profits, and then leave the rest for a potential swing. If I didn't see any strength and the price broke, back tested and went down, this is no trade for me. So just so important to see what strength. Strength means you want to see volume pick up on the low time frame and push higher. So this is my first level that I want Bitcoin to hold if you're in a long, and I will be looking to add to my long, which I have from lower. Another level I'll be looking at with even more confidence is this level here. So if I take the Fibonacci from the last low, higher low, up to the high, I have the 618, which is the golden pocket, around this low as well. Why this low? Because this is kind of the low of this channel. So if we look at the big picture, we have here support, support, it turned to resistance. So now you want this level to hold, SR flip. So if the price came back here, hold this level, which was, again, it was kind of resistance here, support, 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 and then it flipped to resistance. You want this level to hold. If this hold as support, that will be a very good sign as well for a bounce. So, and that will give some kind, I'm not a pattern trader, I don't really look at patterns a lot, but that will be a nice accumulation pattern, which is called inverse head and shoulder, which is a reversal pattern. So this is a pattern that reverse. The market structure here is downtrend. Now you have a potential to reverse this to an uptrend. But given the history of Bitcoin, it kind of always plays the patterns differently. So you might see a bounce here, people get excited and then dump. So if you're playing patterns, you have to take care. But in general, I look at this level for a high support around the 40 area, 40K. So it's anywhere between like 4,100 down to 39-ish, 39. So I want to see this level hold. Don't want to see also a daily close under this level. So if this level hold, that will be a very strong strength, and I'll be looking to add to my long here. My long currently, so that's my long currently is 38,500. This long started as a scalp here. I'll show you exactly. So this long started here, and then when Bitcoin reclaimed this channel, I added to my long. So if I put this channel, so when the price came back to this channel, so I took a long here, profit at resistance, I took profit at this level, and then when price reclaimed this, I doubled my long. So now my long is around 38-ish. And I will look to add more if I saw the price hold this level. Sorry. Yeah, this level, around 40. So what happened if this level didn't hold? So if the 40K area didn't hold, and we see the price no strength, bounced a little bit here, came here, bounced, and then break this level. If this level is broken, yes, we'll be looking at this level to hold because we'll have a daily here, and we will have the Fibonacci 618, but this will show weakness. This will show weakness. For sure, if the price like wicked through it and went up fast, that's fine. But if the price start to close under the 40K, I think that's very weak. I'll be very cautious with my longs after that. Because if the price came back, get acceptance in this range, then you expect going down to the low of the range. And if this low of the range didn't hold, then you expect the low of the big range, around 28K. So this is kind of crucial moments for Bitcoin to hold this 40K level. To the upside, as we said, we want a reclaim of this channel. If this channel is reclaimed, we'll be looking at this area, 49-ish. 47 is resistance, but I would think it will hold if it reclaimed here, close daily or 4 hours, 12 hours above this in the channel. I'll be looking mid of the channel, high of the channel, and then the big resistance around the 40K, 50K psychological level and the top of the channel. This is a big resistance here. Why we have that? If we look at the Fibonacci from 40, the 57 drop, we have a golden pocket around here. And most important, if we look at the all-time high to the current low, we have the 382, which is a resistance around 37, and then we have this 0.5 Fibonacci, which can be a strong resistance with the top of the channel. Reclaim this in the coming weeks, then we look at 56. So in general, this is the high time frame resistance, and I mentioned the low time frame support. If I come for the low time frame resistance above it, just for the low time frame, we have, so if I take the fib from up to this current drop, assuming this will hold as the local low, I'm expecting this area here around 43,500 to be resistance. then this area here, and then top of the channel. And as we said, if the top of the channel is reclaimed on the 4 hours, then we go and play the high time frame, because now it's the low time frame is bullish. We play the high time frame and we look at back in that channel. So this is my take on Bitcoin. If I want to summarize this on the low time frame, very, very low time frame, I'm looking around the 4900 area to hold. As I said, around the 4900 area to be nice potential scalp trade long, and then around 39ish area to 40k for potential swing trade. For sure, it start with scalp and then move to swing trade, because you want this level to hold to continue the bullish market structure on the daily. If the price get accepted here, accepted mean 4 hours or daily under 40k, then I'm cautious and I'll be looking for much lower, maybe first around 36 shares area. If this didn't hold, I'm looking at the low of the range around 33 to 34. Then we'll talk about 30. So this is my take on Bitcoin on the high time frame, low time frame. You can look back on the video, look at the levels, and if you're trading any of these levels, remember the most important is the reaction. So when I say I'm looking at the 4900 area, what I'm looking at is the price to take these levels, but I want to see fast bounce inside. So it's not if the price came down here, wick down went up, this for me is a potential scalp trade. But if the price went down and volume is dead like now, I don't see a trade. Same thing for the 40 area, but the 40k area is a more daily, so will give it more time, and I usually do a smaller position with the open stop loss. In this level, I'll be watching the volume and the order flow. So this is it for Bitcoin. I hope you find this useful, and thank you.